Welcome to the ATL, Bobby Dodd Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. The Yellow Jackets will kick this deep to get us going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Georgia's offense trots out there to open this game. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
The pass rush closing in. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's moving out of the pocket now. Using his legs here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down. Comes up short. And that is the kind of hard hit you expect to see, Kirk, in a rivalry game like this one.
When these rivalry games, players seem to play their best. And right now, they are flying around and putting big hits, especially when you can hit that quarterback.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
It's a quick grab. He makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The Dogs looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. Wow, that is an impressive start, Kirk. In an emotional game like this, to be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Yellow Jackets offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And, of course, in this game, Kirk, the spotlight shining on these wide receivers. Each team has a really dynamic playmaker out there.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. These two wide receivers are the kind of players that if you can get the ball into their hands, great things will happen. Who has the better day today will be the team that wins this football game.
Here's the handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Yellow Jackets lining up here on 1st and 10. Pitch to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
The back's got it. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And here's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Linebacker shifting around now. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in the 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Bulldogs look to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
The sack sets up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Great cut there. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Gain moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. Running back with the football. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the handoff on a counter. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field, looking to build on this lead in this possession, and to settle for 3 last time out. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
And he's got it. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Blocked to the turf, but made the first man miss on the way to the first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Georgia, 17, Georgia Tech.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Quarterback operating an empty set. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Now the important point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away.
Georgia, 17, Georgia Tech. 14.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. He'll hand it off. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. First down here for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Important 2nd down play coming up. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's looking deep here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Just ran away from the defense. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia, 24, Georgia Tech, 14.
Return begins inside the 10. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. He could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 21.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Offense has been the story of this first half. Both offenses going up and down the field as the defenses search for answers. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Reinbold. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This air attack is still unstoppable.
Hey, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First down. They're going to throw the football. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick completion to the tight end.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he's brought down, sacked. Excellent way for the defense to end this first half with momentum. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, from Athens to Atlanta, there are some edgy folks and emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Dogs and Yellow Jackets.
The Bulldogs will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's a quarterback keeper. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Big gain, catch made at the 30. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. This quarterback on fire today.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught, second down now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Good enough for the first down at the 37. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now, in a rivalry game, to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about it.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And it's caught. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of him, makes a hit.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Oh, what a move. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And a handoff as they run the counter play. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
It's a shotgun run call. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Motion now from the tight end. Hit just as he throws the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Deep shot caught inside the 15. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Reinbolt. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And they hand it off to the back. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's O'Grady. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And he pulls in the catch. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's a first down for the offense.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback dropping back. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaking free at the 35. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying it.
We've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quick throw over the middle. He's got it for a big gain. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
And he gets in for the score, cutting the lead to 14. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. It's going to be a loss on the play. 4th set of bounds. Great play by the defense. Holding. Offense. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And that pass falls incomplete. 2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun, looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. When he can't bring it in, might have heard some footsteps there over the middle. 2nd down now. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Oh, a reverse. Finding space at the 20.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial score. Kirk makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? quarterback keeps the football. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle, but forced down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Quick throw to his receiver. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very...
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Well, a touchdown into a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Georgia, 42.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's fourth down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
So they get the first down, and that could be the dagger this defense needed to stop right there. The offense can begin to think about celebrating.
What a gutsy call here by the head coach to go for this with fourth down with the lead late in the game. Give them all the credit for the execution. This game's not over, but the defense, the only chance they really have now is they got to rip that ball out and try to get a turnover.
Coming up, second down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see this guy get the football and just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. QB decides to keep it here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Rojas. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And with nobody open, choosing to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you do.
And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. And a timeout taken now by the defense. 15 seconds to play. The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He finds the running back for a fourth down catch. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on fourth down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. Fights through the tackler. He's got some room. Can he get there? That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.